Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Man on a Ledge. Now this movie is directed by Asghar Leff, and the movie stars Sam Worthington, Elizabeth Banks, Jamie Bell, and Ed Harris, with Anthony Mackie, Genesis Rodriguez, and Edward Burns. The plot of the movie is Nick is a convict who enters the hotel room and steps out on the ledge. And once he's on that ledge, everybody who thinks he's going to jump soon finds out that his motives are a lot different from what they appear to be. Now, going into this movie, I thought it was going to be either like Phone Booth or Inside Man. And I gotta say, this movie was better than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't great by any means. I think mainly because there was a lot more negative than there was positive, and unfortunately it's due to the actors and the way they were used. Now let's start with Sam Worthington. Last movie I saw him in was The Debt, and I really liked that movie, probably because he wasn't the leading man and didn't say too much. But in this movie, he does keep you interested and entertained, but as soon as I was done with the movie, much like after watching a bunch of his other stuff, I just thought anybody could have played that role. Anybody young like Ryan Reynolds or James Franco to anybody older like Denzel Washington. Now, Elizabeth Banks, on the other hand, seeing her was a pleasant surprise because coming from mostly comedic roles, and her serious role in The Next 3 Days got me wondering if she could pull it off, and she did. She handled her weight nicely. Unfortunately, she was another character who I thought could have been played by somebody else, but she did a good job for what she was given. Then you have minor characters that I think either shouldn't have been in the movie at all or should have done more. Edward Burns is usually a good actor, and you know, after playing a cop in 15 minutes, I expected more from his role in this movie. Keira Sedgwick is in it as a reporter, and her character is pretty much useless because just in standing in front of a camera, she really has no reason to be in the movie. You have Jamie Bell, who's from Jumper and Defiance, playing Nick's brother Jamie, who's committing a heist while Nick is on this ledge. He didn't really strike me as the heist type of guy. And then you have his girlfriend, I don't remember her name, but her real name is Genesis Rodriguez. She's really beautiful. To me, you know, I wanted to be rooting for them, and I wanted to be excited by what they were doing while this, you know, craziness was going on, but I just didn't feel attached. And then you have Ed Harris. Oh, man, he's looking really old in this movie. His character, too, didn't seem, you know, very likable, but he really wasn't a mean guy to the point where you're like, man, I hope he gets what's coming to him. And then you have the end of the movie, and there you're supposed to be like, oh, that was pretty clever, you know, like Ocean's 11 or Inside Man. You didn't feel that way. So because it was interesting, but not exactly great and entertaining and just shocking, from a rating of a 1 to a 5, I'm going to give this one a 3. I would actually rent it and save your money and not go see it. So, till next time, guys, see ya. On a quick side note, let me give you some idea of how engaging the movie was for me. Now, William Sadler's in this movie. He was in Shawshank Redemption. He played the bad guy in Die Hard 2. He's been in a bunch of things. Seeing him in this minor role as a bellhop was actually one of my favorite parts, next to seeing Genesis Rodriguez in her underwear. That was pretty cool, too. So, look this guy up. If you know who he is, then maybe give you some idea about the movie. If you haven't seen him, then all I can say is see the movie and you be the judge.